Hey, what's up, Moon Boys? Welcome to another exciting episode hosted by yours truly, Walk and Vital. We're here to discuss the current crypto and NFTs market conditions and what we're seeing today. Stay tuned to learn more. Cue that intro.
Yo, what it do? Welcome to another exciting adventure here with Moon Boys Radio, where we're going to give you that alpha you didn't know you needed about possible 10x, scratch that, 100x, scratch that, Moon X opportunities.
Keep in mind, the NFT space is very speculative and highly risky. Anything we talk about here is not financial advice. We're not financial advisors, so make sure to do your own research. Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. So today I got Ethereum pulled up right now. We are trading in a perfect channel, but we're making lower lows and lower highs. If we break out of this channel, I do see us pushing towards the 1700 level and maybe a high of 2000 because we're approaching the merge that's coming up in September. But if we continue with this trend, it looks like we're about to touch 1350. And I want to pull up Solana right now. Let's see. And then on Solana, it looks like we've broken out of the bearish triangle right here. As you can see, we can have a relief bounce from the $30 area, which we saw from yesterday, and we could come out and potentially tap the line that we break out of. But I do see us going much lower. What are your views, Walk?
I mean, I have two takes in a way, because technically I agree with you, but the narrative might be a little different because of the whole Utes drop coming out on the 2nd of September. I feel like that might bring a lot more eyes into Solana.
Yeah.
That's bringing a lot of possibly people, new investors, and like people wanting to get a hand on that NFT project. So like potentially it can like break the trend and actually like pop a little bit. But maybe that's like kind of like what you're calling out, maybe jumping up to $44 per Sol. But I do think like kind of like the midterm kind of still looking to trend downward.
Yeah, I like how you brought up Utes. So my question is, when Utes Mint goes down this weekend, I think it's this weekend, correct?
It's the second. Yeah.
The second. Do you think Solana's gonna shut down?
So I think there would be like an initial like burst because people are gonna want to get into the play. But I think in this bear market, I think it's only gonna last for so long.
Yeah.
And that's when we're gonna start seeing this like really trend downward.
Yeah, well, I'm saying like the whole blockchain, because like how Solana has like gone off network before, and a lot of people are kind of speculating, like, since there's so much attention, like Darren Till is in this, and also like a bunch of other NBA players that did get onto the youth list. People are saying, like, with this much attention on the Solana network, is it gonna go offline like it's been before?
I mean, potentially. I feel like with the project that's under DeGods, like, has the power to go off grid, and I think that's a valid point. So it's hard to really say.
Mm-hmm.
I just think it's I don't think it's going to crash the whole blockchain.
Yeah.
Fully just by itself. I think it's more just like the bear market in general.
Yeah.
And like what's going on in the overall market. But that's just how I feel.
No, definitely. And also to mint Utes, you do need dust, which is DeGod's token. We actually called this back at like $1 something. I'm not sure if you remember that, but it is over $3 now. So that's at least like a 2x.
Yeah, for sure. Because I think it's just kind of like a easy play to like foresee. Just like people are gonna need this dust in order to like mint. So like obviously the price of dust is gonna go up. So that's why we kind of called that play out. That we felt like it was a fairly moderately safe play, and it's panning out that way.
No, definitely.
But I do see dust like after mint like dropping quite a bit.
Yeah, no, definitely. I do see that too, because when the Bored Apes did that with Other Side Land, where they made everyone mint with ape token, the price did jump up. I actually was able to get in that play, but then after the mint, the price has tumbled significantly. So I'm gonna pull over to here where the NFT market volume has been the past few days. It actually started trending up from the 26th a little. We've been getting a little more volume. A lot of it has been coming over from a couple projects on the Ethereum network. There is this project called Digidaiku. Have you heard of this project yet, Walk?
I have not.
Yeah, so this project actually has like a bunch of famous game designers that came out and built it. I think they were able to crowdfund over like $20 million. I don't have the full figure with me right now, but this project actually, I think it was a free mint, and it hit OpenSea around 0.2 Ethereum, and its high was over 14, 15 Ethereum. Some were actually selling for above at 20 Ethereum, which people were speculating that this was kind of kicking back the bull run. So there has been a lot of hype on this project. Obviously, it's like the whole anime art. I'm not really sure what they're trying to build on this, but it was cool to see a project like this pop off in this current market conditions. And
yeah, for sure. That artwork is like very like it sticks out quite a bit, and it fits a lot of like what you define as what you want to see in artwork. So it's pretty cool to see something like this colorful and
variety,
attractive overall.
Yeah, and I like how like variety it is. Like there's a girl drinking bubble tea, teddy bear, cell phone, lollipop, etc. But I was listening to some trader talk about this play like after it already blew up, and he was kind of saying like when this play was sitting at like 1 Ethereum, you kind of had to look at it as if it was. I think the way he put it was, it hasn't ran to its full capacity yet because there's only 2,000 items right here. So he was kind of like saying like there was a lot of room like where you got to multiply it, because now like you're cramming in like this huge audience into such a small item project. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. And then there was another project on the ETH network. It was called Ranga, which is based off of Art of Season. The artist actually sold a bunch of projects on NFTs for like over $50,000 of his own personal art. And then he just dropped this to all holders of Art of Seasons, and then the rest was minted out at 0.4. And it actually minted all out in this bear market. And everyone's pretty hyped up about this project just because of the artwork. Let me pull it up for you guys. So, like, it's kind of like that anime theme too.
Yeah.
What do you think of this?
I mean, this artwork is pretty clean, I'd say.
Yeah.
I like the different, like the amount of characters that they have.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like there'd be a lot of like rarity potentials.
Yeah, I definitely think it's like a lot different too. So I feel like there's so much attention on this project. So definitely keep an eye on this. Have you been seeing much go on over on Solana lately?
Well, I think one thing to kind of bring up, if you look at like Jelly Rascals,
Yeah.
You just have to search it out. So one thing unfortunate for the project, they had a hack of their Discord server.
Mm-hmm.
So if you kind of just go to like the analytics, it was around like 4 p.m.-ish, like Central Time. So you can kind of see they had a pretty large dip, about 4 to 5 Solana.
Mm-hmm.
But they made a fairly quick recovery, fairly quick as in like within hours, back up to like 28 Solana or almost 29 to where you see we're recording it. So like that to me just shows like the sign of a strong community, strong project, because even after something like catastrophic like that, they're able to recover, and you can see people are buying. So a lot of people saw it more as like a buying the dip up to or buying at a discount. So I think I found that pretty interesting today. It was a project that we called like close to the end of July when it was around the 13th Solana floor price, and it popped up to like I can't remember the high. It was like around 48 or something.
Yeah, I think that was your call.
But it was like huge dub. And it's like I said, I think this project's pretty cool, and it's something to look out for as it continues to climb up.
Yeah, I definitely think like this project has huge potential, and I'm assuming when the hack happened, probably several people got their wallets compromised, and whoever the hackers were probably stole their Jelly Rascals and just like dumped them on the floor as fast as they could, because they just wanted to take the money. And then obviously people that saw Jelly Rascal, knowing how credible the project is, saw it at a discount and was like, I'm gonna hop in this,
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Are there any other projects over in Solana that's been catching your eye a lot lately?
Yeah, I think one is Tombstone High Society. I think in our Discord we were kind of discussing this about a week ago when it was around 2.5 price. So like if you were in the Discord, you were able to get like a small victory. Honestly, we think, as me and Windows were discussing, we feel like this is going to go quite a bit higher. It just seems like, it got affected largely due to the bear market, but it's making that slow climb back upwards. It kind of seemed like it hit that floor about when we were calling it last Wednesday in the Discord. So we think this play has massive upside potential. And if you tune into the Discord, you can hear more reasons why.
Yeah, no, definitely. Like if you look at the chart right here, I feel like it's curling up, where getting an entry right now probably wouldn't be a bad play at all either. Just because after this resistance at 4, we'll run up to 5, and then after 5, like it's like 7 to 8 Solana, which is also like a 2x from this current place. And also, I feel like the art's really good, and they're also building. I saw they had like a recent announcement too, so it's good that they're trying to still interact with people during this bear as well.
Yeah, for sure. And like with the floor price being this low and Solana itself kind of dipping, it's a reasonable entry point to make those larger gains. So yeah, I agree. I think even now it's still a good entry point because we think it's going to go a lot higher than this. Again, we're not financial advisors, so please do your own research. But that's just our opinions.
No, definitely. And then another project over in Solana I wanted to highlight was Primates. It looks like it's been steadying. Like I've seen it break towards 9 Solana, but then every single time it hits that point, we've just been jumping back up. They are still doing their little mutation thing, so we could see a huge pop pretty soon here as that continues to roll out. So that's one project to also keep an eye on right now.
Yeah, then we did a video on that, wasn't it, around 11 Solana?
Yeah. So now it's at 12. And then also another project was Solana Hills. We called that at like 0.8, and now it's at 1.3 because of that white paper that dropped about the game that they're coming out with.
Yeah, for sure. And I think that's just one thing on the roadmap, and it's cool to see that they're like officially like delivering. It just shows like the team is actually building, and I think it puts a lot of faith in investors to want to continue to hold. And obviously, it put faith in Frank the God to want to give a shout out to his project, saying that he believes in it and that he's down for the ride. So because in the white paper you can see they implemented Frank the God in their game, so it's pretty cool to see.
Yeah, and also in their Discord they did make an announcement saying there's more alpha coming. So with this sitting at 1.3 Solana, in my opinion, there is still significant room to run as well. So definitely keep this on your radar based off this chart. It does look like it's curling. So as long as we can break over above 2 to 2.5 Solana, we should see a pump, especially with barely any listed.
Yeah, we'd want the listings to come down just a tad bit, because I think the last time this project went kind of parabolic, the listings were close to like under 200.
Mm-hmm.
So we're kind of hoping the listings would come down just quite a bit. It was just, when a project pops up so much, it's hard for investors not to want to sell off some profit and then recoup later as people drop the price.
Definitely. And one last project I'd like to highlight is Vandal. It looks like it's perfectly setting up based off this chart. It's looking like it's getting ready to pop. What are your thoughts?
I mean, I agree. I think it's been hitting a support around just above 10 for a while now, and I think it's showing strength there. And this community is constantly backing this project, and it's pretty fun to join the Discord. So I mean, if you have a chance, join it, because there's a lot of alpha that's being dropped there, and I think this project does have a chance to go higher. I think a similar project that's doing something kind of similar would be Neo Hunters, because they're doing like a artwork update early soon, which, for me, it's like, I kind of like how the art looks now. So for us, we call this in our Discord at like 1.1. We think this is going to be like a relatively quick play to get in and out, but I don't want to call it degen, but I think it's going to move relatively close to like the last way we just talked about, just because they're doing that similar upgrade to their art. So it'll be kind of fun to see. You can see like on their Twitter, they have a couple like sneak peeks. So tune into their Twitter if you want to see some of that, or maybe Ryder might pull some of it up.
Yeah, I mean, based off of their original artwork, it really looks super cool. And then now, like, I feel like if they drop this and there's a lot of like variation with a lot of traits, actually, like this is gonna probably jump a lot. This has like that whole PFP vibe.
I know the detail on that,
and
the upgrade.
Yeah,
it's amazing for a project that around 1 Solana.
Yeah, man, and like on top of that, like this is just a theory I have right now, but if you do look at Neo Hunters on Magic Eden, the art, it's all animated, right? So, but when you pull it on Twitter, obviously it's not animated. So I'm wondering if like the new artwork is going to have animation as well. So that would like highlight like, this dude's jacket and like whatever this thing connected to his face mask is. So I feel like if that's how the art's going to be, it's really going to bang.
Yeah, no, for sure. I think the project there gets people very excited. So for us, I wouldn't say it's like a play that we believe is like we kind of like a degen play, but we think it's just a little bit more than that, and we think it actually has kind of a run up. So maybe if you do your research, let us know what you think about this project and how you feel. But maybe come to our Discord and let us know how you feel.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for all tuning in. Make sure to subscribe and like our video. Jump in our Discord to get all the alpha from Walk. Thanks for tuning in, guys. How's that?